Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Wind Waker. In the last episode we made our way through the Forsaken Fortress? Forbidden Woods, and defeated the mighty Kaldemos, or Kaldemos, however you're supposed to pronounce it. And now what we need to do is try and locate the next pearl, but there's a few things we can do first here, and then more things we can do along the way to where we need to go. So, first things first. Some pictographs. Let's have a wee snap of the Deku Tree. That should be good enough. Yep. This is the Deku Tree. The Deku Tree is both an earth spirit and guardian of the forest. He has lived for many long years, so his wisdom is vast. However, since his roots run deep into the earth, he cannot move. As a result, he is often afflicted by parasitic enemies, as we ourselves have seen. There is also Makar, who's playing his little violin song that's starting to get grating now, slightly. Violins can be good, but on their own they can be quite piercing. But yes, this is Makar. Makar is in charge of the musical performance at the ceremony held each year by the Koroks of the Forest Haven. The instrument he uses appears to be a cello, but is actually a violin. I wouldn't say it appears to be a cello. Well, it might look like a cello, but it definitely sounds like a violin. Anyway, if we go through this little bit here, we meet this exciteful fellow, who, if we talk to him, he says,
"Swordsman, thank you very much for bringing Makar back to us. I am Hollow. I make potions from the fruits of the forest. I wish I could create a potion that would help you, Swordsman, but the ones I have here only seem to work on my fellow Koroks. I know. If you can somehow gain magic power, Swordsman, you will surely need a potion that can replenish it. Then if I get the right ingredients, I can make a potion for you. Oh, but I haven't the ingredients to help recover magic power here in the forest. If I had seeds from the flower monsters in the Forbidden Woods, then maybe I could make a potion for you. Do you know about those seeds?" His accent changed a lot over the course of that, but it just so happens we do know about those seeds, and we have 11 of them hanging around, so... That's a Boko Baba seed! That's it, that's what I need to make a kind of super replenishing potion. That would help you, Swordsman. Oh, but I can't give you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to carry it in. I'm sorry. Well, that sucks. So we've got 2 fairies already, so... What he would normally do is build a blue potion from them. Actually, you know what? Let's show that off. Let's drink this fairy just for the sake of it. I mean, not to drink it, but you know what I mean. Because it's... I like what he does when he makes a potion, so I want to show that, certainly. Here we go. He's going to use 4 of them. Oh, I thought you needed 10. That's much better. Omchella Manchella Choway! Some of the most bizarre voice acting ever. Well, not voice acting, just things that people say. But when he's done with his hopping, he comes over here and says, "Haha, it's ready, here you go, Swordsman." He didn't say Swordsman that time, but I imagine he would have done. So we have Blue Potion, which regenerates 8 hearts and fills your magic meter all the way to the top. Incredibly useful, and for 4 Boko seeds only, incredibly cheap. And now we've done that, we can grab a quick snap. Well, that was a crap angle of it, so... No, I don't want to show him my pictograph box. Put that away. If we go over here now, then we should be able to... Pictograph him. This is Hollow. Even after the Korok ceremony, Hollow remains in the Forest Haven researching potion making. He'll make a potion that replenishes both life energy and magic power for you if you bring him Boko Baba seeds. Onchella Manchella Choway! So, yes. God, that was a very constructive sentence, wasn't there? Oh yes, so. Right, what we can do now is we've got 3 more slots in our Picto box, so I want to try and get those filled and hand them in to the gallery just before we head off. So, nicely, there are some stuff we need to do, and also some more pictographs we can gather. So, what we need to do is find Beedle's shop ship, which is there. No, Beedle, come back! Come back here, you bastard! Oh, the wind's in the right direction and all. Hoo-hoo-hoo! Awesome. Now, in here, what we need to do is buy one very specific thing. Oh, well, thank you as ever, I always appreciate your business, blah, 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 blah. We need to buy a Hioi Pear. Because we used our Hioi Pear opening the Nintendo Gallery. Also going to buy another Hioi Pear, because you never know when you might need to take control of a seagull. And then while we're here, we might as well take a pictograph of Beedle. Beedle the Bard. He's not actually called that. That's from something entirely different. But yes, this is Beedle. His favourite thing is bugs, in brackets, especially beetles, hence the name. A businessman by nature, Beedle's sales pitch is unmatched. He hopes to open a chain of trading posts where people can buy, sell, or trade anything. So that's interesting, I guess. The beetles thing is kind of a massive foreshadowing to Skyward Sword as well, but I'm not going to say anything about that. For now, the post box is bouncing, so let's talk to it. Good evening, letters for the Doctor. We have 1 letter. Here is your letter.
Dear Doctor, if you are reading this letter, it can mean you can only mean you have peeked into one of our many post boxes. I am indebted to— oh, I know who this is now, so I'm going to change the voice. I am indebted to you. I'm very sorry I let you leave without thanking you. Please accept my heartfelt apology along with my thanks. We can't do much to help you, but we can do you this. If you get any letters or parcels for you, we'll deliver them to a post box near you. If you see any wiggling post boxes, be sure to look inside them. I suppose you have a long way to go before your perilous journey's done. I have included a gift for you with my letter, in the hope that it might help you. Please accept a small token. I look forward to the day we can meet again. May fortune fill your wings, from Kamali's father. I really like that little kind of greeting they use, of may fortune fill your wings. It's great. But now there's something I'd actually briefly forgotten to do, so what we can actually do is head back inside the Forest Haven and head up to where the Great Decadry gave us his leaf. What we need to do now is glide back down here. This is the way normally across the Forest Haven, but why do I always do that? I've noticed I did that in the last episode a couple of times. The Forbidden Woods, this is the Forest Haven. I suppose it's part of the same square, but anyway, yeah, if we come up here, that's the way we went. Sorry about that cut there, I was convinced I'd come out the wrong way when, in fact, I have done no such thing. What we need to do here is, if you look down to the left, all the way down there, you will see that island. We can actually, believe it or not, fly there. But first, we need the wind in the right direction, so that's not even remotely the Wind Requiem. That's the Wind's Requiem. Interesting fact, and slightly creepy if you think about it too much. Requiem is a type of song, but... oh, the wind's already in the right direction. Excellent. A requiem is a type of song, but literally in Latin, requiem means a song for the dead. So that kind of makes the Wind's Requiem sound kind of creepy now. But what we should be able to do is glide all the way over to this island. You basically need a full magic meter for this, but we should have this. We got this. We totally got this. Come on, come on. Yes. Oh, we're fine, actually. We're fine. And there's not much on this island. There's a lot of trees and bushes and a treasure chest. So, without further ado, let's open her up. And it contains another treasure chart to add to the collection. There's 46 treasure charts in total. And how the heck do we get off this island? Where the I didn't think about this, did I? Let's swim away back to the Forest Haven. See if I can make it this far. But yeah, there's 46 treasure charts in total. Slightly more than there was in the original GameCube one for reasons I'll talk about when I get to them. But for now, we need to go if I... oh no, I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. Beetle, save me! Save me, Beetle! There we go. Nope, yep, okay, we're fine. Just before we head off, normally, basically from now on, I'm not going to show collecting figurines and dropping them back off again or any of that. I'm going to obviously show me taking the pictographs, but I'm just going to sneak back to the Forest Haven so that you don't have to stop every 12 and kind of interrupt the quest. I'll just do that off screen, but I am going to show it this time just because there's actually 2 figurines we can get from the figurine gallery, as in 2 pictographs in there. Sounds odd, I know, but there you have it. So, time for some meta figurining. We can first take a picture of the figurine sculptor. This is Karlov. With unmatched talent, he is the world's greatest sculptor. It's said that the reason he won't let anyone watch him sculpt is because he does it in his underwear. Thank you for that one, Nintendo. Lately, his club has been losing membership because he hasn't done anything cool with it. But as long as Link hangs around, everything will be alright. And then also, we can get this fellow here, the guy who is waiting outside. This is Manny. He always used to sit at home and rarely go outside, but his passion for the Nintendo Gallery kept him moving, and he finally earned a membership in it. That's all there is to say about him. So while I'm here, I might as well actually show you what figurines look like when they're made, because enough time has passed now that he's finished making our last batch of figurines. So, he hasn't finished our last batch of figurines. That's problematic. Embarrassing for me. Maybe I need to talk to him first, or maybe he actually full-on hasn't finished yet. Welcome, Doctor. Your figurine-based request has been fulfilled. Then why aren't they out? Ugh. Fool. We should be able to now see. If we head in here... do I have to talk to him first then? Was that it? Yes, that was it. So now you can see what the figurines look like. Like, there's a Moblin. And there is the Mighty Gohma. And it looks really cool. You can look at them around in 3D and such. And if you press A, it gives you, oh, the little description that I read out whenever I take the figurine of them. That's nice. Yeah, that's where I was getting that from. I wasn't just making it up on the fly. So now what we need to do is I'm just going to hand in some figurines to him, and then I'll meet you back outside in the ship. Now, our next destination is just off to the east and slightly to the north, and it is the Cliff Plateau Isles, where there's a little bit of business we can attend to. Now, as you can see, this kind of looks like a bit of a mini Forest Haven. It's kind of cool, but there's only one of the islands here that we can actually land on, which is this one here. So nope, still not getting used to these button controls. It's the fact that B is set sail and then B is get out, whereas in the original one A was get out. I think that's what's confusing me. What we can do is climb up here. Don't know why I'm singing that, but apparently I am. We can actually climb up this one anyway, so my singing was incorrect. Make this jump. Then there's another jump here that's slightly further, but we can just about make that too. This third one, I believe we need the Deku Leaf for, so let's make sure the wind is in our favour, of course. The wind isn't. No, the wind's in the opposite of our favour. That's not good at all. Now we can fly over here. Don't need the wind. I lied. And we can hop down this hole. Now this is a strange little place. These things you never see anywhere else in the game, and they're these weird kind of like rocking things. But as you can see, they've got kind of leaves on the side, so if we blow them with the Deku Leaf, they kind of spin round slightly, but it's very difficult to predict movement. And the other weird thing about them is that not only are they only here in the game, but there's not really a point to them. Like, they're not really part of this mini dungeon, they just have a couple of rupees on it. On them. That's it. The rest of the mini dungeon is over there. So that's quite odd. Hold on a sec, let's equip the Boomerang. Boomerang is a very nice way of one-hit killing Bokobabas. You may have noticed by now as well, Bokobaba buds look kind of slightly more red and purple. So you can tell they're Bokobabas rather than just regular Baba buds. Now we've got a chest there that's guarded entirely by vines, so that's a bit of a problem. But there is a way around it. Because if we come up here, not up there, because that's also guarded by vines. Yay for more invisible mazes. Oh, that's also vines. This is becoming problematic. Let's kill that one. And then kill that one. Collecting Boko seeds all the time because 4 of them makes a thing of blue potion that's incredibly useful. Hop up here. And now from above... Oh, no, no. What? Okay, that worked. From above, we can jump down. We're now surrounded by vines, but we can open the chest. Which contains a Joy Pendant. Joy Pendants, always nice to have. We have 18 now, so that's pretty good. The vines have now dropped away. But instead of leaving by the way we came in, there's a little other thing we can do. See over there? There's a second way out through there, but we need to be able to get through the rock wall first. So what we need to do is jump onto the vines apparently. No, what we need to do is grab a club stick, set it on fire, and then here's the thing, you can't climb with a club stick, you can't glide using the Deku Leaf with a club stick, but if you launch yourself through a Baba Bud, you will still be holding the club stick, so as long as you don't use the leaf here at all, you can get the club stick up here, no problem. And then, whoop. Burns that away, and we can just glide through. Oh, that was embarrassing for me. And we can just glide through. There we go. Should have done that the first time, shouldn't you, Doctor? That would have been way better. But if we come up here, there's 2 things. Well, there's 3 things, actually. There's one of the Koroks. But if we talk to him, he says, "Hello, Swordsman, I haven't seen you in quite a while. How have you been?" You saw me like last episode, anyway. I've come here to plant the Great Deku Tree seed. But look, usually the forest trees sprout quite vigorously wherever you plant them, but for some reason this one has withered. I'd be willing to bet that the trees my fellow Koroks have planted are withering as well. Basically, he's giving us a quest now. That if you can sprinkle water from the Forest Haven on the tree, it could be saved. So I will be talking more about that later when I come back to doing it. But if you come all the way to the peak of the island, you will see a chest over there. Let's open it. This is another treasure chart. As ever, on the screen, we'll be saying where it leads to and what is there. But there's another thing here. You may have noticed there's been a couple of things on the visualizer that have never updated because we've never found them. Here is the first one. This is a blue choo-choo. It's electric, so can only be killed by stunning it first with a boomerang, then stabbing it. Blue choo-choos, there are only 23 of them in the game, and each one of them is guaranteed to drop Blue Chew Jelly! Deep within Blue Chew Chews is a magical gelatinous essence, that's hard to say, that is said to be a magical cure-all, but unfortunately it can't be used in its current form. Essentially, if Red Chew Jelly makes Red Potion, and Green Chew Jelly makes Green Potion, what do you think Blue Chew Jelly makes? We need to gather, in total, there's 23 of them in the world, but we only need to gather 15 of them, and bring them to the Potion Man on Windfall. Oh, my controller is sticking, there we go. Bring him to the Controller Man? Potion Man on Windfall, and he can make them into a blue potion for us. Well, you bring him 15 and then you have the ability to buy blue potion off him. An interesting concept, unfortunately rendered completely pointless by the fact that, yes, great, you can buy blue potion if you have 15 of these choo-choos that are hidden around the thing. Or you can just bring 4 Boko seeds that you can get from a common enemy to Hollow in the Deku tree, and he will make you one for free. Nice idea, Nintendo, but it's why most people never bother to gather the blue choo-choos, just because there's not actually really any point in them. Anyway, you might be able to see on the horizon, there is our next goal, the 7-star Isle. No, I lied, the 5-star Isles. Interesting thing about the 7-star Isles. They're an island that you can't actually land on, as you can see. You can see all these little star things covered in cargo rocks, but you could never actually get off your boat here. But even though you can never get off your boat here, there's a heck of a lot you can do here. We'll be coming back here at various points, but first things first... Hooray! This is where Treasure Chart 33 leads out. And if we crack her open... we'll find a piece of heart. That's 3, so we're nearly at our next heart container. Oh no. But if we continue heading... south. There we go, it is over here. If you continue heading south from the 5-star Isles, you might just be able to make out something on the horizon. A couple of things, one in the centre and one on the left and right. When we get closer, we will see... well, we'll see there's actually 3 things apparently first. But it's actually 4 even, yes. It is a submarine. So, as ever, there are bokoblins here, so I'm going to steal the Joy Pendant off you. Can't be bothered to go around stealing the others. We've got more Joy Pendants than I expected to have at this point anyway, so that's all well and good. Hop in the submarine. I said that awfully jauntily. And this is another one which is just full of enemies, so I'm going to kill them. Back in a sec. And like with the other submarines, once you've killed all the enemies, a ladder drops down. Head up to the ladder and you can access, I don't know, the cabin is this? I'm not sure what you call it. That torch mysteriously lights when we get in there, and a chest appears. I really like the look of these marine chests. You only tend to find them on like submarines, platforms, and random islands. You never see them really on the main islands. But they're these cool spiky chests, and the nice thing about them is they always contain... well, I was wrong, I was about to say they always contain a treasure chart. I'd forgotten that was a piece of heart. But either way, that's awesome. So we're done for now at the 7-star... Can we still on the 7-star Isles? 5-star Isle. Oh, that was interesting. Done for now at the 5-star Isles, so we're going to head, again, just 1 square to the west, and over to the boating course. Funny thing about the boating course, it contains the boating game, which kind of tests your ability to handle the King of Red Lions, but you only ever win rupees from it. You can't win any treasure charts or pieces of heart from it, so I'm not really actually going to be doing it in this LP. I think I might show it off, I guess, at some point, just in case. Let's see what the Tingle Bottle is. It appears to be a photo of a Cargarok, not a very good photo of a Cargarok, with meh written on it. That's actually kind of amusing. But there's a few things we can do here, even if we're not going to do the boating course. Firstly, we can take a picture of this gentleman. That's good enough. This is Lute. His only fear is the merman. Lute spends his days working far from home on the boating course. He takes his earnings straight to the cafe bar on Windfall to enjoy a relaxing beverage. And he can be found there at night time. He's here at the boating course on the daytime, though. The merman, I can only assume, refers to the fishman. You know, the one who filled in our charts, our sea chart outside Dragon Roost, and will fill it in if we feed him bait anywhere in the world. But why you would fear him is slightly odd. But if we set the wind to the north like so, we can then glide across to the smaller of the 2 islands. And here is a mysterious hole. But I only just checked the time. It's pretty much the end of the episode, so we'll be Oh, no, I'd forgotten you were here. Hey! A second blue Juju. I knew there was one on the island here, but I thought it was in the cave. But yes, we will still be exploring the mysterious cave next episode, so in this episode we've just done a few kind of odd jobs around the world, and we'll be continuing with that next episode, I imagine. So thank you very much for watching this episode of The Wind Waker. I have been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and hope you'll join me next time for more of The Wind Waker. Good day.